What's going on YouTube? It's Jesse coming back to you with another video. In this video, I want to talk about pay for performance versus retainer. These are the two main deal structures that you're going to run into as a copywriter. Before we dive in, if you're not part of our free Facebook group, recommend you get inside, network with people that have the same mentality as you. They want to get the hell out of their jobs as email copywriters, inbound closers, or setters. And make sure to book a free call below if you'd like to chat with our team about potentially enrolling into HFM. Super low pressure call, just see where you're at, see if our program would be a good fit for you. Should you do a pay for performance, which basically means you get paid based on how good you do, or should you do a retainer where you get paid upfront to start writing their daily broadcast emails or any emails they need written? And the answer to that question is actually pretty complicated. It comes down to your experience. Now, as a beginner, I normally recommend you go in and do a retainer deal because you're not going to have the knowledge about different sequences, what emails actually convert, what style of writing actually gets results. So if you were to do a pay for performance, and let's say you're getting paid anywhere from 10 to 20% of all income that you make for the list owner, if you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to make that 10 to 20%, and then you're fucked. But if you do retainer as a beginner, you are at least going to get paid. So it comes down to, what do you feel comfortable pitching? If you've got a longer runway, then I would recommend retainer because you are guaranteed getting paid. But if you need to get a client fast, it doesn't mean you can get a retainer client pretty fast, but you're going to have a way easier time getting a pay for performance client because you get paid for results. There's no risk for the client. You're just going to take control of their list. They're probably not emailing the list anyway. You're going to take control of that asset, begin nurturing it, and converting with it. So there's no risk for the client, therefore they're going to take you on in a heartbeat. It's an irresistible offer. So I would recommend you do that potentially. Now you can get lucky, you can do cold outreach and get lucky, and if your targeting is really good and your messaging is good, you can get a retainer client pretty quick. But understand that if you don't get results for that client, even with a retainer, you are on the chopping block. They will have their eye on you the whole time and get rid of you if they don't see the value that you're providing. It's easier to show value when you're getting paid for performance, but you need more experience typically. You need more confidence. Having done it long enough, you know what kind of emails convert, how to set up emails for an evergreen product, or how to set up emails for a monthly, bi-weekly, quarterly product or coaching program that only has these specific amounts of time you can get in, then they're in, they close the doors. You're going to write different kinds of emails for evergreen. If the program's always open, it's going to be a different kind of email than if you have scarcity involved. You have to brainstorm how you can introduce scarcity into an evergreen product. So to answer the question, should you do a pay for performance or should you do retainer? Again, it comes down to you. Are you in a hurry? Probably want to do pay for performance, but you probably don't want to do it if you don't have experience. If you're not as in a hurry, you have some months to kill, even though it could be faster than months, then I would recommend you go with a retainer because at least you know you're getting paid. You're getting paid day one to start writing. Ask yourself this question. When you get on a call with a client, right? What do you feel in your gut is going to be the harder to pitch? Pay me $3,000 a month to write your emails, or pay me nothing until I make you money and give me 10 to 20% of that money I make you in compensation? What do you think would be easier to pitch? Obviously the second option. There's like zero risk. The only risk they have is you fucking up the messaging, and that's about it. That's not a big risk. And they can be, looking at your emails the whole time too. Quality control. So these are things to keep in your mind when you're creating your offer, because you could have the same exact email templates, but the best offer will get you higher results. You get the same text in the email, but when it comes to the offer, you're going to get a lot more sales calls when you're telling them, hey, look, there's no risk for you. Let's hop on a call, see if it would work for each of us. You're not paying any money up front, versus you're going to get a lot less calls, but that might be what you need to get started. You might not be in a position where you can afford to waste a bunch of time trying, experimenting on your clients list. You might need cash ASAP. Then understand that you're going to have to do more outreach, probably. Sometimes you get lucky, but probably do a lot more outreach to get a client that's in that specific spot where they're ready to hire a copywriter, and then you show up. Remember too, you have a ton of people competing with you, right? Copywriting is super hot right now. Everyone and their mom wants to get online, make money online, right? So you have to understand that there's gazillions of people competing with you, and that's why you should potentially consider doing a pay for performance model to distinguish yourself from everyone else. As soon as you learn how to write emails that convert, and actually be a good copywriter, not just a writer, a good one that actually makes money, you are going to separate yourself immediately from the 99% of people, the horde, and it's going to make you super rich. But you got to make that leap. And some of you aren't ready for that leap. So I'd tell you to stay in the retainer model business until you can make that leap. Until you have the confidence that you can write these emails and kill it for your clients. So I hope you found some value in this video. Make sure to, again, get into our free Facebook group below. We'd love to have you in there, as well as book a free call with our team if you'd like to chat about potentially enrolling into the HFM program, where we will micromanage you start to finish to make sure you're not making any dumb mistakes that you're not going to notice. Tons of beginners come to us that are making countless mistakes. We can see right away, okay, they're doing that wrong, right there, boom. But that person doesn't even know. They're outreaching, for months, no results. They don't even know why. They don't know if it's the messaging, the targeting, the volume, the branding. We are there to micromanage you and make sure you clean up all the loose ends and teach you how to actually easily get clients for the rest of your life. Once you learn this skill, you have it for the rest of your life. So book a free call, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my future videos.